Welcome back to some more battles. We are in the Great League Remix today, and we're going to be trying out this league for the first time. We're running the Guzzlord paired with the Grumpig and the Tinkaton in the back. They decided to switch out into the Bombardier, and we're going to have the kind of hard counter to this, as this Fairy and Steel type are going to resist most of their moves. I believe all of their moves. But we are going to be able to come out with some residual energy. We fire off the player up against this Meryl. This Meryl is going to be able to tank these moves easily. Unfortunately, we're not running the Bulldoze, but they do swap out and try to snipe us a little bit. However, we are going to be running this Grumpig. This Grumpig, look how well it does against a Charmer. So the Charmers are just chunking away, but this Sideways plus these charge moves are just applying too much pressure towards this Primarina. Primarina does eventually take us out. However, we do have a shield to hide behind still. They swamp out immediately. We go into the Guzzlord, and it looks like they are just going to spam a ton of Bone Clubs. Bone Clubs, not a very efficient move, but it is chipping away our health. But you can see right here, we are going to be able to survive it. We get the farm down, and we already have Sludge Bomb available for the Primarina. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Guzzlord in the back. Kind of funny that we started with it, but we ended up closing the game with it. So that was just good energy management. Here we go. We got the Guzzlord versus the Golbat. So kind of a neutral lead here, as both of us are doing just fast move pressure. They are going to be able to get to this Poison Fang. It debuffs our defense, and they're going to be able to chunk away with their fast move. So we're going to elect to throw another Brutal Swing here. Doesn't KO, unfortunately. So our opponent does elect to go for another Poison Fang and doesn't KO, so that actually helps us. We are going to switch on immediately into the Grumpig, and they decided no shield. Or actually, did they catch the move? I actually lost track here, so we are going to go into this Tinkaton here. We know that they potentially have Dynamic Punch, but they go for the Shadow Punch bait. We are going to tank this Dynamic Punch here, and now we're going to have this Play Rough to take out this Dusclops, and they have the Ferret in the back. So yeah, they matched us with the Ferret, and then they caught the move on their Dusknoir, so that was a great catch by them. Unfortunately, the Ferret was just way too healthy for us to overcome that situation. So it actually just came down to that catch, and that was really, really nicely done by them. All right, next we got the Guzzlord versus this Toxapex. This is a favorable matchup for us because we are going to be able to get to these Brutal Swings way faster than they can get to their big Sludge Wave. We are going to shield here because they did build up to that Sludge Wave, and we know that we can get to another Brutal Swing here. So we get the shield back anyways. So we like that trade. Here comes another Brutal Swing. They decided to double shield. And at this point, we can shield here or let this go. We decided just to let this go and take the energy advantage on our Grumpig. And they let us farm it down, which is going to be really advantageous for us, because we can get to this Dynamic Punch, and it looks like the Pangoro lurking in the back did not want to see that Grumpig. So it looks like, especially with no shields, looks like they are going to be able to get to another move here. We're going to shield just to maintain the health and take out this Pangoro. We know that this Diggersby has to throw a move, but we're going to be able to get to this Play Rough. They are able to tank it. We are very close to another move, and so they're forced to use energy right here. Oh no. That is really unfortunate. We end up lagging out and both players end up getting a loss there. But, I mean, let me know in the comments. We were in the clear to get that win, right? So, really unfortunate right there. Next game, we got the Guzzlord versus the Pangoro. Horrible lead, and we are just unfortunately gonna have to stay and call a move. Nope. They decided to go for the close combat, and now we gotta try to win this game with Grumpig and the Tinkaton. We are gonna fire off the play rough, and they decide to shield. So this is an interesting play because I would have thought that they wanted to just do as much damage and get to the back line, but it looks like they want to keep this fairly healthy. Second player up doesn't quite KO because they did debuff us, and we're just going to switch out here and we get the farm down with the Grumpig. So is this extra energy going to be enough to win the game? This Pangoro here is going to struggle. We do get that shield, and we try to get to the movie or they get you another Night Slasher. So we're just going to preserve the health. Shield once, and this will KO the Pangoro, and let's see what we have to be in the back. Okay. Shadow Gardevoir, running Charm, and luckily because we have so much residual energy, we get to the Shadow Ball for the KO. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the 2 shield Grumpig at the end. So energy on the Grumpig, really valuable, especially against their backline with no shields. Alright, here we go again. Pangoro to deal with. Last time we stayed in, they threw the close combat. We're still going to let this go. And we did catch them baiting. So, Night Slash, double Night Slash is used, and it doesn't KO. We are going to be able to get to this Sludge Bomb. Takes out the Pangoro. Let's see what comes in. Ooh, Dusclops is going to be a little bit interesting. We're going to shield here so that we can keep it quite healthy. We're going to fire off this play rough. They decide to shield that. So something they have does not want to see this Tinkaton here. Dynamic punches used. We do survive it barely. So this allows us to throw another play rough, and they double shield. So that's a really good double shield because lo and behold, we have a Psychic type tanking a lot of fast move damage. There goes the first Shadow Punch. We do shield it, and then we're going to take out this Dusknoir with our own Shadow Ball. Now it's going to be a race. Cap tie. Unfortunately, they are going to be able to win that. And down goes the Grumpig. And Guzzlord just not fast enough to get to their move. So we needed to catch a move or win that cap time. Check out the team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.